So if you ever go to Iran, don't spend more than $35 for a sheep. And so he gives them to me, and he walks away and says, there's your food. And he walked away. I said, oh, wait. When I get food, I get it handed to me while I'm in my car through a window. And it's in a paper bag. When I go get meat, it's at a market. There's a glass thing, and a little guy in a white thing stands behind there and says, it's styrofoam with the meat, and then it's plastic on it, and it tells me how much it weighs and what it costs. I said, that's how Americans get food. Here's this little lamb. What do? Hit it with a rock? So my men are saying, what are we going to do with this thing? I said, oh, we'll call the guy back. Call the guy back. I said, how much to kill it and clean it and everything? He says, $20. I said, no problemo. Here's $20. He's over there sharpening the knife, and my team is now on their knees, and they're petting the sheep. And I said, don't name it. And they named it Lamb Chop. It was the cutest little brown and white little lamb. And it was like a Disney thing. I think a butterfly might have landed on its nose, and its ears were flicking, and it was looking at us there. This guy takes his knife, and he gets down, and he takes the knife, and he puts it. Are you a vegetarian? Are you a vegetarian? She's cringing. You know where the term vegetarian comes from? It's an old Indian term that means lousy hunter. And like wind blowing across the grass, the deed was done. And this little creature was still in the blood. And we cleaned it, and they gutted it, and they cubed it, and we cooked it, and we ate it. And as we're standing there looking at this little animal, I have two men that were from Columbine High School. And I forgot that in the moment. And then I saw the tears coming down Daryl's face, and he goes, my little daughter was named Rachel, which means little lamb. Can we name this valley Rachel? So we named the valley Rachel. Then John Tomlin looked over and he saw this lamb, and he goes, and John's a big guy, kind of a gentle giant, you like those kind of guys, a big gentle giant kind of guy. And John goes, it's because of a lamb 2,000 years ago that died on Calvary that I will be able to see my son again. My son was a Christian. He said, that blood is the collateral. The blood of Christ is the collateral that got my son into heaven, that will get me into heaven. He said that blood is the only solvent in the world that will wash away sin. So as I was sitting in a hospital bed a month and a half ago, and the doctor came in and said, I've always wanted to see a miracle and say I saw a miracle. And she started to cry. Sue DiTillo, my doctor for a long time, great lady, said, you are a miracle. And I said, Sue, I have now seen with startling clarity the blood on the ground. I have stood close to paradise, and I've realized that nothing matters about the car. I didn't think about the car. I didn't think about the house payments. I didn't think about my kids doing this or that and everything else. I just thought about you people that God has entrusted me to speak in front of. And it's not to say I'm a great explorer. It's to say that I saw blood on a mountainside in Iran. And for the first time, I sensed who Christ was. And for the first time, a month and a half ago, I thought about mortality being right in my face. It was my first talk after that event of having that problem with my lungs. And I want to walk away from here, you not seeing Indiana Jones, but a sinner saved by grace that has an opportunity to save this.